The Toronto Marlies here in Hartford as they have hit the 10-game mark and have come up with a record of 7-3. 10 games is a pretty good opportunity to take a look at what they've done compared to some of the rest of the Marley teams throughout the years. And in fact, when you look at it, you see that they're a little bit higher as far as goal production is concerned, and they're keeping the puck out of the net at a pretty good pace as well. Talking with Kyle Dubas, he's seen some surprises, but he is pretty certain that this is a young group that has a lot more learning to come this season.
I think the record is important, and it's nice for the guys. I think we've made things in a lot of the games, taught a lot harder on ourselves than they need to be. That said, we've also faced some teams that I knew were going to give us some challenges. We're one of the youngest teams in the league, the third youngest at last check, and when you're that young in a league of adults, you tend to be a smaller team as well, and the guys haven't matured as much. They're a bit lighter. So, we've played Albany 3 times. They're the oldest, one of the biggest teams in the league, and they've given us some trouble, but on Sunday you saw the guys kind of grind through and find a way, even though we didn't play real well. So it's looking at all those different things as the players continue to develop and checking off those process markers versus just looking at the record. But it is nice when you're winning. Winning is fun.
Have there been some surprises that you've seen out of some of these guys?
I think Justin Hall coming in has been it's been a lot of fun to watch him come in and to have the success that he's had. He was real good I thought in training camp in Halifax, then really good at exhibition in Newfoundland. Struggled a bit the first weekend, then kind of took off, and we're real excited about him. I kind of look at him and look back at Byron Fraze from last year, and who knows what his potential is, but similar type situation. Drafted into a deep organization, just really can't find his way there, and we give him an opportunity here, and so far he's been a lot of fun to watch. And I think especially of late, Josh Levo has been really, really good for us. He's found some chemistry with William Nylander and Richard Panik, and really starting last week when he moved up in the lineup, he's played with pace, he's played with speed, and he's had the puck a lot and been on offense a lot. So I think he's starting to show what his potential is when he plays like that every night, which is great.
It doesn't look like Sheldon Keefe took any time to get used to the American Hockey League. He seems like he's straight up to speed. Yeah, I mean, Sheldon, in working together with him for a while now, it's not a surprise. He's the type of person that spent the summer and really try to learn the league. I think right after he was first hired here, he drove to Utica to watch the Calder Cup final just to try to get a sense of the league and watch a lot of video. And Mike Babcock's been great with Sheldon. Sheldon was with the Leafs coaching staff for the entire month of September, and him and Mike talked to one another multiple times a week, and on some days it can be a whole day long dialogue. But Mike's been absolutely great with Sheldon, and Sheldon's been a real good student with him. So I think that's starting to pay off for us. Well, of course, there are always these moments in the American Hockey League that you don't expect to see happen. Mark Arcobello, one of those moments, as he was sent back from the Toronto Maple Leafs and had an impact right away, a game-winning goal and a game-tying goal the other night in Albany in that 10th game of the American Hockey League season. And for Mark Arcobello, there's a certain comfort level of being in the AHL.
I'm real comfortable playing in the American League. It's where not where I started, but I played quite a few games in this league so far. Whenever you get sent down, you want to send a message as best you can that you're not just going to pack it in. You're going to work harder, try to get back to the next level. So, it's always a little bit of a feeling out process, especially a new coach, new guys to play with.
Andrew Campbell spent most of the 500 games he's played as a professional with the Manchester Monarchs and the LA Kings organization, finds himself here with the Toronto Marlies and scoring some goals. And that 500 mark, well, it'll be nice to look back on, says Andrew Campbell.
Yeah, it felt good. 500's quite a few games, and I have a lot of people to thank, and it's something when I'm done playing I'll look back on and definitely be proud of.
Well, because now you've become a sniper. So, I mean, you got 4 goals now, career highs. Feel good to be finding the back of the net?
Yeah, it feels good. I'm trying to focus on shooting the puck more, and bounces have been going my way. A couple of shots have gone in, so yeah, it feels good right now for sure.
A school day game up next for the Toronto Marlies as they face the Hartford Wolfpack, and then on to Utica and Binghamton to round out this segment of the Royal Road Trip.